Right, okay, so we steal his gold now that he's dead, and again, in the statue, for reasons best known to itself, is roast chicken. The plate is badly broken and the letters are unreadable. Scrawled on top, "The lady who blesses and restores." With chicken, I suppose. Wife of Colonel Saunders. Okay, so more skeletons. The lady who blesses and restores has given us chicken. We have been solidified. I mean galvanized. Yes, I do. Into action. Solidified into action. Right, smash that torch. Get another jewel. Duck the bone. What other game could you say that in? Right, and then we smash this. There's holy water in it, but we don't want any holy water. Bollocks to that. Now, this is one of these skeletons that for some reason you throw the thing through it and then it doesn't die. Despite the fact it must have had at least 3 times more damage inflicted on it than is necessary to kill it. These bony things here usually mean that there's a jumping puzzle on the way because they put these spikes here so that people can impale themselves rather than try to do it, I suppose. It's another one of Dracula's methods of security. We're going to go down here, we're going to break our little legs, and this will allow us to not only skip out part of that jumping sequence, but also show off the item screen. Go to the items, and we're going to use a roast beef. Restores 80% strength. Listen for the creepy sound. And makes us gasp like we've had an orgasm, god damn it. Okay, yes, Carrie might be the best character, but she is also by far the creepiest character in this game. So, we've got another jump to make, but first we've got to operate the mechanism for the grating, operate the mechanism. Now, actually, one time when I went through this level, I forgot to operate this mechanism. It's not actually that hard to do, because normally I jump down here and break my legs, and confuse the pause thing with actually doing that, because I'm incredibly stupid. Okay, so I've got to do this same section of platform jumping again, because, once wasn't fun enough. Once wasn't fun enough, so the insanity must continue. Right, so up we go again, and again, and again. Curse you, Tetris! Curse you! That's not a Tetris block. Curse you, Dracula! Corrupting Tetris to your own ends! Okay, so we're going to run past him, we're going to ignore his money, we don't need his skeletal capitalism type way. So we're going to make our way around here and kill him, and around here. And what do you think pulling that lever did? Well, I can tell you what it didn't do, which is open the grate over there that we actually wanted to go through. Instead, remember way back, there was that grate with that lever behind it? Yes, that grate with that lever... Oh, half a skeleton. That's not on. The grate with the lever behind it exists only to make this level slightly longer and cause backtracking. Bastard grate! Ingrate! Okay, that's a terrible pun and I'm sorry. Right, well, we make our way back there instead. There's a gem, but it vanishes! Curse you, gem! I don't like these gems anymore. Right, so... Axe is basically the best weapon in this until you get to the point where you actually need the power of the cross. The power of the Lord. Okay, until then the axe is great. Holy water, sometimes good, often bad, because the enemies can easily walk around it. Knife, always useless. Fuck the knife. Fucking stupid knife. Alright, so now skeletons will attack us and try to bloat at us. Now, another good thing about Carrie versus Reinhardt is that Reinhardt can't use his whip and his close combat while charging his main attack, because he can't charge his main attack. Duh. So, Carrie once again has one up on him. Boom. Boom. Right, and that's dealt with more of those exploding skeletons. Exploding skeletons don't tend to respawn, largely because if they did, you could probably farm them for ridiculous amounts of money. Although there is a hidden catch to spending ridiculous amounts of money, which I may demonstrate, you never know. Basically, it just means you have to fight the death boss that Reinhardt has to fight. Which is a bit of a pain in the arse, I suppose, but nothing particularly special. Okay, so we pull that, that's the last lever in the level. And that has opened up the grate to the last boss. So now it's time to get over there and fight the last boss and nearly fall down a hole again. But not fall down a hole. Throw that at you. You're out of it. Okay, 100 gold. And what the hell is he doing there? Well, at least he's not doing it anymore. Right, we're going to just... Whoa, hell, we just barely make that jump. And then we are going to actually make this jump. And we continue 4th, but we come 5th. Oh, God. Right. So, up ahead is the boss. It is the same boss that we fought earlier, strangely enough. You never thought that, did you? You never thought that we would be fighting the same boss earlier just because I said we were. Okay, so at this point, data saved, and we walk in here through the gate into this big arena-type place. What could possibly happen here? My god! I never expected that to happen. Okay, I didn't expect this to happen. Yeah, it's skeletons on motorbikes. I guess when Konami's designers were discussing this, they didn't leave retarded out of the equation. Because there is really no way to make this anything other than stupid. Motorbiking skeletons. Next it will be Jesus in a tank, you know it will. Okay, so he's learned basically nothing from his previous incarnation other than summons a few more skeletons, and ow! You horrible man. The only thing he's actually learned from it is how to fall to bits, which he will do shortly. Right, so we knock him for 6 or 5 or 3 or whatever he got to knock for. The other thing he has learned to do is summon exploding skeletons rather than just regular skeletons. Which is mean of him, and doesn't really help him though, because bang! Right, okay, so we're going to throw a bolt directly at him, and ooh, there goes his hand. Hope he wasn't using that for anything. You bitch! That was my wanking hand! You haven't got any flesh anymore. No! I liked that hand, it let me remember the good old days. Back when I had skin on my bones and women didn't hate me. And didn't try to blow me up with their magic. You young whippersnapper, you're all alike. Always criticizing, never doing anything to help out the elderly. Look at all these elderly, these post-senior citizens. Hey, what are you doing? You're killing them. Every time it always the same, that's what it is. Where's me fucking pension book? You! Stop throwing axes at... Ow! I need a Zimmer frame now. Where are you? Where are you? I'll finish you off. I was in all 3 world wars in the... We'll call it a draw then, shall we? Okay, yes, blatantly ripping off Monty Python. Now we are at the castle gate. And Carrie steps forward. It turns out it was a load-bearing boss. It was the only thing keeping this giant drawbridge up. I said it was the only thing keeping the giant drawbridge up. Thank you, giant drawbridge. Right on cue. Only it was the second one. And down comes the drawbridge, and... splat. No. Damn. Now, you would have thought that if they had noticed anything, Konami would have noticed the fact that Carrie's legs clipped through her fucking shoes! But no, they obviously didn't notice any of that, and she's going to make her way across it, and they're actually going to draw attention to this fact. The geniuses. Okay, past the 2D chains and into the castle itself. However, there is another level before we actually get into the castle itself, which is the next one. Here we are. This is Castle Wall. Now, that is either George Bush or possibly Prince Charles, I'm not sure. Open, giant portcullis. I can't get why shoving you doesn't open you. Oh, hell, that's not a good thing. One might even mention that's a bad thing. In fact, it's 2 bad things. No, shit. Okay, Castle Wall. Okay, so we're going to briefly save here. And then I'm going to look directly at that thing. Here we go. Is that George Bush? Is it Prince Charles? Is it Abe Lincoln's beard? Who knows? We've got a woman over there. Anyway, join us next time. I've been Evil Tim. Goodbye.